Good evening, everybody. Welcome. We're a little bit early. And tonight we're drinking water. Good evening, everyone. We posted this. I created an event on TikTok, live events use. Welcome, everybody. And tonight we're going to really get into the Ashtar command on many levels. And for those coming in, as you know, I used to write for Sedona Journal of Emergence, which is an international magazine out of Arizona called Sedona Journal. I wrote for them for about several years. I've been also on the radio for over 22 years with my Ashtar Command radio program here in the United States. I've been involved in our CE5 Ashtar group here in Connecticut, which will be activated as we get warmer. And I have been a direct telepathic communicator for many years. I don't channel any information. I just don't channel anything. Good to see everybody here. What you're going to experience tonight, I'm going to be operating in my Ashtar Command consciousness. When I say that, if you say, Commander, what is Ashtar Command consciousness? Let me explain that to you. It's not a channeling. I'm not channeling anybody. I'm activating myself in my Ashtar Command consciousness. And let me explain how that works. I am here from off planet having the human experience. So I have a human consciousness, which makes me operate every day with all the stuff one has to do, go to work, get groceries at the store, drive a car, all the things that human beings do, right? My Ashtar command, my Ashtar consciousness is my space consciousness, which is not channeling. I came here on this planet into human form, and I don't channel a different name. I don't channel a different anything. I am communicating to you as CmdrAleon. And off planet, my name is CmdrAleon. The same name I use here that I had awakened to many years ago when I met my cosmic mother, Commander Ashtar Athena from the Ashtar Command, who's in LA and had been a world traveler and had been taken on ships many times back for many years during the contactee period. And she's in her 70s. And I met her at a workshop, and Ashtar asked me what my name was. And out of the blue moon, I said, my name is Aleon. I'm CmdRAleon. Now, before I went to that gathering, I had no idea I was going to say that. But my consciousness opened up to understand that I wasn't from Earth. I never was from Earth. I am human. We're all human, right? But my consciousness, when I operate in space consciousness, is a different consciousness than if I were just having a conversation and doing an interview with somebody about, oh, when did you see the UFO? What time was the UFO there? Did it go up or down? That's my basic human consciousness. My cosmic consciousness, my space consciousness is what you'll be seeing tonight. I'm not going to be channeling anything. I never do. You've known me for 3 years. Those who have followed me, I don't channel. But my information is direct. Oh, thank you. The lighting behind me is to get you to understand and to get into the mode of feeling into the cosmic state of consciousness. That's why I have everything set up. I'm going to show you a crystal that I purchased today. It's called the healing crystal. I've never seen these before. The woman I met at this crystal show, a town away from me today, my wife and I went to, I was looking, I said, she would say, do you see anything? Do you see anything yet? As I'm walking around, I meet this woman, and she had these crystals that she called healing crystals. And I was looking at them, and I just stopped in my tracks, looked at them, and I said, there's something here. I'm going to show you the crystal. This is not a regular crystal. Let me just make an adjustment here. Hold on a minute. This is not a regular crystal. This crystal right here is called a healing crystal. And I'm going to turn it on. When I say I'm going to turn this crystal on, I'm going to show you, as you look at this crystal, we just got this today. We just got this today. I'm going to show you something, brothers and sisters. I'm going to transmit energy through the crystal, and I'm going to send it through the screen. I've activated, the crystal was activated already. I'm going to activate the crystal more. Close your eyes for a moment. I want to welcome everybody with the energy that I'm going to share with you. Close your eyes, please. Relax. Good to see everybody here. And this crystal had an area in it where I can put my thumb right in it. It's perfect. My thumb fits right in here. See this? My thumb is right in the crystal for a reason. It is an activation tool. It's not just a crystal. It's an activation tool. I'm now going to activate the turn on of the crystal through my energy grid. Blessings to each and one of you. Close your eyes. Yes, close your eyes and you will feel the energy. Close your eyes and you'll feel the energy. Ritalin, hi, how are you? Blessings, everybody. Good evening, One Toyota. So we just got this crystal at a crystal show today, a town away from us. I was scanning all the different crystal people there, and this crystal, she had many of these. They're called healing crystals. This woman mined the crystals in Utah, out west, and this crystal is a higher vibrational crystal. This crystal right here. Welcome to the Great Transformation. The Great Transformation. Peggy, welcome, everybody coming in here. So tonight, we're going to see what happens here. I've been focused all day on tonight's program. Beyond doing things, going out and with my wife and enjoying the day. But tonight we're going to get into what the Great Transformation is for planet Earth. We're going to talk about the things that within the next year and what's happening right now. Your phone just shut off. How'd that happen? So we're going to go into these things, explore these things with all of you. Please share and like. Like a yes. So I'm operating now in, Palladium. Well, beautiful. I'm going to operate in space consciousness and not human consciousness. When I operate in space consciousness, you'll see my vocabulary shift a little bit. Yes, you can open your eyes now, Rita. We're going to operate in space consciousness. Now, throughout the internet region, for many years, there are people that are channeling and saying specific things about specific dates, about specific times. I don't say specific dates nor specific times. Why do I not do that? Because there's no specific date or specific time. Understand, the galactic space people do not operate in time. We have to have things in time. So if we have things in time, we say, why did this thing not happen on May 27th? Everyone's saying May 27th. I'm just being hypothetical. May 27th, there's going to be direct contact. No, there isn't. Now again, I'm just being hypothetical. So understand what I'm trying to tell you. If people start projecting specific dates for contact, do not believe those dates. Because if those dates come and go, you're going to see nothing. You're not going to see anything. And as much as I would like to say whatever dates are being projected by anybody out there in a magazine, on YouTube, here, whatever, do not go by people's dates. You're going to get your hopes amped up, and then nothing happens. And then there'll be an excuse why something didn't happen. Okay? There is going to be there is a great transformation. It's not that there is going to be, there is a transformation happening. But it starts with consciousness. Nothing else can happen on this planet without transformation of consciousness. If consciousness doesn't shift, the planet can shift, but if human consciousness doesn't shift with the Mother Earth, then it will be lagging behind going forward. Darren, good to see you, brother, and everybody coming in here. So we're going to talk about the great transformation from space consciousness. Oh, interesting, Bonnie. And I'm not going to channel anything I never have in all the years I've been awakened. Okay? I went through that channeling thing when I first woke up for just a very brief period until I realized the command told me, Commander, don't channel. You're not going to channel. Never channel, they told me. And I took it to the core of my heart. I never channel. I'm here to tell you the cosmic truth. In order to do that, I do not... Hey, Duke of Edinburgh, good evening. Oh, interesting. Very good, Duke. Very good. Good. So I don't channel anything. My word will get out tonight to whoever comes in here. And whether we have 300 people or 5,000 people or 1,000 people or 600 people, my word will spread to whoever is willing to hear it. Salty Dog, channeling is when some people, there's different types of channeling. Some people channel spirits. Some people channel their higher self. Some people channel extraterrestrial intelligence, or what they believe is extraterrestrial intelligence. So that's what channeling is. It's a focus. It's a state of where you bring in someone else into your consciousness to communicate. I don't do that. I don't bring anything into my consciousness to communicate. There's too many cosmic jokers out there in the universe. And that's why I tell people, learn to connect with yourself. Do not channel. Do not learn how to channel. There's no need to. Oh, you're welcome, Salty Dog. There's no need for anybody out there in the world, although there are a lot of people doing it, there's no need for anybody to channel. If your space family is going to connect with you, there's no need to channel. They will communicate with you directly when they're ready to do so. Hey, Umbra, yes, we're glad you're here. Gary One USA, welcome. So tonight, you're not going to hear me sensationalize communications with Oshkosh Bigosh from the planet Narubu. You're going to hear me speak, as I always do, directly and distinctly as CmdrAleon. I'm not channeling CmdrAleon, I am CmdrAleon. Like a mantra, I'm not channeling CmdrAleon, I am Aleon. You're looking at Aleon. My consciousness is within the human form, so I'm not channeling anything. I don't need to. You want to speak to a space being, you're talking to him right now. That's right. I am a space being. I came out of the closet as a space being many years ago. Hey, Elvira, good to see you. Cindy, welcome. So if you have and want to ask me as a space being, I will communicate with you in my space intelligence. As you can see, I'm not stuttering. I'm not flipping over my words. Everything I'm saying, I'm in command of. Everything I understand is in my understanding. I don't take different forms. I chose to be the human experience, so the form that's here is the one I am. My consciousness is within the human form, but I don't change. I don't morph into a different being. No. When I'm back in my space body, I will be taller and I will be human, but different. I will have hair and everything. I will look extremely human, but I will be much taller and I'll be fully activated. Here, I am somewhat activated in this human form. I'm able to do specific things. I'm able to unblock consciousness from being blocked from remembering who they are. I'm able to take out implants, which my father gave me the ability to do on the ship, living here on Earth just recently last year. So there's certain things I am able to do. As a space being, I look at this planet when I'm in my space consciousness and don't understand it. In my space consciousness, I don't understand how people can have wars on Earth, can have pollution in the air, can have pollution in the water, can mistreat each other. I don't understand it because where I come from, there is none of that. Where I come from, we live in harmony, we live in peace and understanding with each and every other person. Our light shines within us and without us. Our light shines within every being, you see. On Earth, not everybody is aware of that light yet. There's what you say, a final kind of a battle going on, spiritually and cosmically, or cosmically and spiritually. The Ashtar Command is doing everything it can to prepare the planet for contact. And this planet will be prepared for contact. It is being prepared. It's been gradually prepared for many years. This is the time where it's being amped up. This is the time when there are going to be things happening that you're going to see in the future that are going to be things you've never seen before. This is the time of the Great Awakening. And you are, each of you, waking up to that foundation of understanding. Teresa Peterson, what will they need from us to help? To help is to touch another person's soul. When I say touch another person's soul, I don't mean physically touch their soul, but you touch their soul, thank you, with your words. If you can each touch one person's soul to wake up to the understanding of what's coming, then we create a domino effect, cosmically speaking, which will affect every single human on the planet. In order to do that, it takes only one person to affect that light, to turn on that switch. Do you realize each of you are that light, that if you turn the switch on, metaphorically, you will affect that other person? Green Time Machine, good to see you. Monica, everybody coming, Christopher Wolf, thank you for the team cheers. Too many things have been going on recently on this planet. Too many frictions of conflict. These are things to confuse the population of your planet regarding what is going on. So you'll focus on all the mundane things that are going on and you won't focus on the bigger picture. If you don't focus on the bigger picture, which is the great transformation, then you're not going to know what's happening. Thank you. Yeah, the domino effect, Teresa, absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Hello, Lexi. And hopefully my sister, I'm going to see if she can come in. I talked to her. I know she's live right now. Hopefully she'll come in later maybe. But the most important thing to understand is that this effect, this domino effect, if we have it, can touch every single person on the planet. Now, there'll be people in human nature that just aren't operating in that peaceful consciousness. But if we can touch every soul, then we can make a difference before contact happens. It's really important before we get to whenever that contact happens, because there's no date, there's no time. When it happens, we must be prepared. All of humanity must be prepared. Every single life form, the animals, the mammals, the birds, they'll be more prepared than we are, than you are, because they are part of the natural flow of the Earth's cycle. Okay? Oh, okay, Bonnie. Yes, 2026, Angela. I've said 3 years ago, the projection was to 2026. Some people think contact's happening this year, but real contact, the main contact, will be 2026. And I just want people to know I'm not channeling anything to give you this year. I'm not getting it from Oshkosh Bigosh. I'm giving you direct information. Okay. Unbelievable. I quietly watch videos on TikTok where people are channeling and telling us when things are going to happen on specific dates. And I say, why are you doing that? Why are you channeling something like that? Why are you telling people there's a specific date out there on YouTube or whatever? There is no specific date. Because the Ashtar command and the positive beings of light do not operate by a date or time. There's no time and space. There's no time and space, understand? Yeah, time is an illusion, Anastasia. Absolutely correct. Time is an illusion. But on Earth, people don't know, many people, because we have billions of people on Earth, they do not know that time is an illusion. They think in this reality, time is real. Lolly says, let's see here. Great to see you, Brian, as well. Welcome. Yeah, they always change the date. It depends on us, right? So our consciousness, our shifting in our consciousness will affect the vibrational patterns of contact. If our vibrational frequencies go up, that ability to have contact will happen. And I'm surprised we're at only 149 here. Usually we're a couple hundred people by now. It's 11:18. Please share and like an FYP. I'm really surprised at the numbers tonight. I'm not sure if it's TikTok. A lot of people have been saying their lives have had less people than they've had before, so who knows? Do you have a GF? I don't know what a GF is. Hey, Liddell, everybody. I appreciate all the people being here. Wow, under 200 people on here tonight. Jan, good to see you. Unimatch, welcome everybody doing FYP. I appreciate it. Please share and like with friends. Yeah, the likes have changed too. I think it's TikTok. Yes, I don't have a girlfriend. I have a wife. Ice, I didn't see your comment, not on purpose. I didn't see your comment. TikTok does filter comments, so I didn't purposely, conveniently skip your comment. And I'll go backwards and I'll probably not see it. And whenever you did it, I'm going back now to all the comments, and I'm pretty sure it's TikTok. Okay? It just says, TikTok shows me that you're coming in, and when you came in, the only thing I see is I conveniently missed your comment. So TikTok is probably filtering your comment, whatever it is. Thank you, Lolly. I'm happy too. So that's the only reason why I didn't see your comment. I went back to where you came in. The only comment I saw was I conveniently did not see your comment. Yeah, tonight it's TikTok. Yeah, there's everything kind of weirded out. I've never seen my numbers this low on the screen here before. That's crazy. Last night we had over 300. Tonight it's 149. Well, we know TikTok. I don't want to get too much into it, but TikTok is still here. But what's going on with it? It's strange in a way, but after I talked to friends, family, strangers about this, let's see here. I feel inner happiness. Good, Teresa. Yeah, it could be some weird stuff going on there. Yeah, no, I'm not a wager, but I don't think Ice, you understand too much about what's happening for you to say that. And I'll tell you why, Ice. I've been actually in this field for a whole lot of years. What does that mean? And when we talk about a great transformation, I see you have 179 followers, 1 following. So when I look at that, that's not the only reason. But when you say that, I understand your opinion. I respect your opinion. But I had my own contact experiences when I was a kid with real space people that really had, I don't think you were around in the 1960s. I don't know how old you are, but I get the feeling you weren't. I had contact with people in a flying saucer that were wearing light blue outfits that were men, women, and young adults that were human, and they were telepathic. Now, back then, I had no idea about any contact. That was my first time having something happen, and I was young. I just, I remembered the experience. I had many sightings after that over the years. I've got a lot of history in my book here. You know, if you can tell me your background and your history in this whole thing, I'd love to hear it. But I get the feeling you don't have enough background and experience to say it's not going to happen. You know? Hey, Daniel Starr. Good evening, everybody. Good to have you with us. And it's really important to understand. Daniel says, do you think we'll be able to unlock my consciousness? I've been having anxiety and foggy mind. I'm sure we'll be able to do that. Part of it is letting go of that. Whatever is causing that to happen, Daniel, as we get into this great transformation, by the time we get there, you'll be not foggy and you'll be unblocked. However that works, you definitely will. I think I'm starting to see my fairy or light beings that's with me. Fossey Jane, that's great. And, when we talk about the great transformation, it's about individual experiences. And when Fossey Jane talks about seeing her fairy for the first time, that's because your vibrational frequency is high enough to see that. I think that's great. Hey, sweet tea. Yeah. Hey, Ramona. But in sense, I want people to get connected with who they are. I want people to connect with themselves. I want people to activate themselves to the point where they are totally consciously activated beyond the 3D realm of thinking they need to practice a certain thing to get to specifically having contact. Right. We have to switch the planet and change the planet first before our space brothers and sisters land here and actually make physical contact. There's still so much work to be done that a lot of people don't really get to talk about that. They talk about, when contact is going to happen on specific dates. I've given people 3 years ago, and also April has, we've talked about this for over 3 years, to get people thinking about when contact happens, when it will begin, when we will have the gathering of all people. Okay? All right, Daniel, we'll see you soon, brother. Hey, Lisa, welcome, Lisa. Welcome, everybody coming in. Okay, I know what I have to do to this person. I have to take them out. I just took that ice person out. I was giving them a chance, but I see they are definitely not going to be here. Took them out. Rachel, good to see you. Yeah, we don't put up with that stuff here. Yeah, that's true. Thank you, Fossey Jane. And I have to credit you with taking the initiative to follow through with that, because you're the only one who can do that. I can light the light, but you did the work. Ice melts down. Very good. He melted. He's going to chill out permanently. He's not going to be here anymore. So let's go past that. Good to have you with us. And please tap the screen. We want to get to 100,000 likes. It's so good to have everybody here. Yvette started meditating. Good. And that's the first step to everything. Yeah. It's really good to see everybody. We love everybody out there. If you're new, we will definitely send our love to you. Please share and like. Come on in. Don't feel like you're a stranger. You're saying, what's going on here with the blue lighting and the stars? Come on in. Sit down. Relax. It's the Great Transformation. It's Ashtar Command Night. It's me, CmdrAleon, in my space consciousness. If you want to talk to somebody who's operating in space consciousness, I'm not channeling. If you want to talk to a space being, I am a space being right now. All right? So if you want to talk to a space being, I'm operating in space consciousness. And I will bring people up to ask questions. I will bring you up. You have to be over 18. And you can I will not only ask, I will actually be happy to answer questions. So if you want to talk to an Ashtar Command space being in consciousness, that's who I am. And understand, I'm not channeling. I am who I am, who I am, that I am who I am, and that's it. Mr. Foggy, Miss Foggy, we're going to bring you up. That's a great question. I love bringing people up, and I'm glad you're coming up here. Hello, how are you? Oh, Rogue.
It is
Yeah,
wrong.
Rogue and Miss Foggy. So let me go back to the questions here. Miss Foggy, what is space consciousness? And let's see. And Rogue, what's your question? You're the first one I was going to bring up, and then I'll get to Miss Foggy. Rogue, you there?
I think you muted her instead of me.
Oh, I didn't mean to mute her. Wait a minute.
Maybe she muted
Rogue, Rogue, you there?
Yes.
Hey, sister, how are you?
I'm trying to get my mic on, my bad.
Oh, you got your mic on. You're going to be first, then I'll have Miss Foggy with her question. But go ahead. You're good.
I didn't really have a question. I was telling others to ask questions. I have a really weird life, though. I got stories of the yin yang, but I don't really have any questions or anything. You are perfect. I think you answer questions really well and help people to understand, and I'm very appreciative of you for what you do.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that so much. Well, then I'll bring you down to relax and watch the show. And I thank you for all that you do for being here. Let me bring her down. And let's see. I'm going to do Miss Foggy. Miss Foggy, welcome.
Thanks.
And welcome to Ashtar Command Night. The Great Transformation is our topic. And what would you like to ask?
I'm just wondering, I'm kind of new in all this, and I had abilities, for lack of a better way to put it, years ago, and then the premonitions, I couldn't help anybody, so I kind of asked it to go away, and it did. Now I'm kind of coming back around full circle, and so this is kind of all new for me. So I'm just trying to get more familiar, and I believe I've ascended rather, but I'm still totally new. So when you mean by talking in space being consciousness, I'm not exactly sure what you're talking about.
Okay. So, let me go into this really deeply. Over the years, like I said, I used to write for Sedona Journal of Emergence, which is a big magazine. And when I got into the radio side of it, I stopped writing. And that magazine had a lot of people that would channel. I didn't channel, but a lot of the writers did over the years. And they wrote books and all that stuff. And then on the internet, I noticed over the years so many people channeling on Facebook the same beings. They said they were channeling the same being. And I said, there's something wrong here. How could 20 different people channel the same being? And I said, and then they would give information saying, we love you, we're going to be here for you. And this is going on ever since Facebook existed, for example. And I said, wait a minute, this has got to stop, because these people are not owning up to who they are. And I never channeled. So when I talk about space consciousness, right now, when I am right now operating, I'm speaking in space consciousness, meaning that we have a consciousness that comes from beyond Earth. My consciousness, for example, in space consciousness, I have a body on a ship that's in stasis. Do you know what stasis is?
Yes.
Okay. So my space body is alive and well in a very protected ship, being protected. And when my space consciousness goes back to my physical body, I'll be fully operational and wake up. Right now I'm sleeping. Well, my body's sleeping, but I'm not sleeping here. I'm both a human consciousness, but I'm operating in space consciousness. Does that make any sense?
That does make sense. That's a little bit more understanding. So I don't know much about you since I've only found you probably a few weeks ago. I started all this when I started feeling ill between the end of February, and then I found another TikToker that was talking about the ascension, and I'm like, wait a second, this is all the symptoms I had, and I've never been narcoleptic and everything. So that's when all this started. So like I said, I'm really new at all of this. So that did make sense though. Thank you so much.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm really happy to, in my space consciousness, answer on every question. There's very few questions, depending what it is, that I can't answer in the space consciousness. And the beautiful thing is, I don't channel anything. I am who I am. I am that space person that came to Earth into the human form, but I also am able to operate in the human consciousness too, to drive a car, to buy groceries, go shopping, go on a trip. I do everything I need to do to physically survive here, but I'm not from here.
Okay, that makes sense. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. That was a great question, and we're gonna bring this Foggy down. I appreciate you being focused on the show. And again, if you have any questions for me, I'm CmdrAleon. I'm the Ashtar Command. I'm also the host of Encounters. Tonight is the night that we talk about the transformation, about space consciousness, about how to elevate and get ready for direct contact. Let's see here. I'm going to bring Teresa Peterson up. Teresa, come on the live. Come on up into the guest box, and you can come on here and ask me that question directly. And I do think TikTok's having problems because I've never seen my live under 200 people or even under 300. Is that happening across TikTok tonight? Are people having trouble with the amount of people that are coming into their shows? I don't get it. I've never seen it like that. Let's see here. Oops. Yeah, 168. Yeah, it's just really weird. TikTok has been off. Yeah. So it's probably not me. It's got to be TikTok because last night I had over 300 people on here. I don't get it. Hmm. Okay. So maybe I am being, I think it's TikTok. Well, hopefully I'm not being shadow banned. Teresa, we're bringing Teresa up here. Hey, Teresa, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing good. Would you like to come on our camera?
Uh, Probably I'm laying in bed, so
Oh, don't
everything's
worry about
dark.
it. Then
Yeah.
relax. That's fine. So tell me, go right ahead with your questions.
Well, I'm kind of curious if when we finally get to see the star people, if it'll be a total world event or will it be an individual basis, more, a few people at a time that we will meet
Very,
up.
yeah. It will actually when it really does happen, it will be a big event. When contact really does happen, it will definitely be a big event. What's happening now is through this year, people will definitely individually be contacted all over the world. There are people that we don't even know. They could not even have the internet that are being contacted. They could be in a small town in the country. They could be in a village. They could be on a farm country area. They could be in a major city or a little city, a suburban area. I would say right now, as we speak, there are people being contacted directly by their star families. We don't know about it. We don't hear about it because these people don't have maybe a smartphone. Maybe they do have a smartphone. Maybe they don't have. They're not going on social media talking about it. Maybe they're being very quiet about it, which is fine. But I think that there is that happening. So it's going to be a gradual build up, and the momentum is building up every day, every second, as people start awakening to something and realize that there's something else going on. Maybe it happens in their dream state. Maybe they're contacted by their star family in some dreams. They start having dreams. Yeah.
Yes,
So
so
yeah.
that would be amazing. I can't wait. And I go outside and I'll look at the sky, but I don't see anything. But I still kind of do the talking in my head about, I'm here if you ever want to communicate silly stuff, but
Right.
not making fun of it, but
Right.
just, yeah.
Yeah, because that's natural for you to say, I'm here, can you please contact me? One of the things I would say to people that want to, one of the things I would say to people that want to make contact is to practice meditation for about 20, 30 minutes a day or night or
Okay.
whenever. And in that 20, 30 minutes, just get yourself to operate into consciousness of saying, I'm going to meditate with Om or you, and I wish to connect with my star family, my Christed star family. Always use the word Christed star family. Be very specific about that, because then when
Okay.
the contact, if it does happen, you're going to be contacted by men and women who are Christed beings of light.
Okay. That's good to know. I've got a
Oh
real
yeah.
quick question, if you don't mind. It might be a little bit off of the topic, but I've had something that's bothered me ever since I was a little kid, like eight,
Mm-hmm.
9 years old. And it was like the mid to late 60s. And said, 6, 8 years old, maybe 9.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a certain part, I lived in rural country, and there was a certain part, if I was riding my bike on the 2-lane road,
Mm-hmm.
that I wouldn't go past a certain spot because I was afraid that the sky
Mm-hmm.
was going to have some kind of an opening and I would get taken away. In that time, there were no sci-fi shows, nothing like that that could influence my thinking, although I've always been a little weird about thinking things that most people probably don't. But do you have any idea? Have you ever heard people talk about that before? Why would someone automatically fear the sky opening up and being taken away when I had no reason to even know about that kind of thing?
Yeah, I've never heard anyone talk about the sky opening up and being taken away. That could be a dream where what it really is basically not so much the sky opening up, but maybe, and again, this is my interpretation of that dream, the sky is opening up and people being taken away. It could be relative to the sky opening up and you're seeing into space and people are not so much being taken away, but possibly having some sort of relationship to the universe. And that's now again, I'm interpreting the dream. I could be completely wrong about that. So it's an interpretation. And I think if you ask 10 people like me to interpret that, it's going to be 10 different answers.
Right, right. Yeah, I totally get that. So I just always thought it was weird that, like I said, I wouldn't take my bike past a certain spot. And today, as an adult, I'll still take that road that I used to live by. And I still get a little bit of a funny feeling, but it's not the fear that I ever had when I was a kid.
Yeah. Well, when you're a kid, you have imagination, and imagination, kids are very good at having real clear imaginations of things. So
Right,
what you saw, as a kid, uh, it can be interpreted different ways.
right.
There's not one
Anything could
interpretation.
happen. When we're a kid, anything could happen. And there was, no stopping whatever until we started getting older and were told, that silliness.
Right, right. That's silliness, and that's the thing. That's the programming of kids in every decade to program the kids so they don't have a full consciousness of the cosmic or galactic areas when they're little kids. Did you? Someone's asking, did you have any missing time when you were down that road?
No, no,
No, no missing time. She didn't have any missing time.
no. Well, thank you.
But
I appreciate
yeah,
it.
thank you, Teresa. And you are living in a time of great transformation. Even though we
I,
have crazy things going on the planet, we are in a time of great transformation.
so I'm totally excited. I really am. I
I
think
am
this
too.
is going to be the beginning to everything, a new birth.
Yeah, Without question. Without question. Hey, Teresa, thank you so much for sharing your question and your story. And this is what it's all about tonight. It's about the great transformation is about each and every one of you stepping forward into your light and stepping forward into who you are. That's the most important thing you can do in this time.
I
Really.
totally agree. Totally agree. And thank you for coming on to TikTok and helping us be more aware. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I couldn't do it without any of you here. If you weren't here, I couldn't be here. So thank you. I'm going to
All right.
bring Teresa down. And this is what it's about. Like I said, TikTok has been really strange tonight. Every night, I at least have 300 to 400 people here. So people say TikTok's acting weird tonight. I think TikTok is acting kind of weird tonight. And every other night was fine. Tonight, for some reason, Saturday night, bam, under 200 people. That's crazy. Please share and like. So if we have to do it the hard way, please share and like. We'll do it one by one. Every single individual counts. Please let people know we're live here. I feel like we're just here for the first time. Kind of crazy. Sophie, welcome to the show. And everybody coming in here, welcome. Naima, good. Thank you for the share. Everybody share, please do. All day, it's kicked me off sits and not allowed me to tap. Yeah, it's probably TikTok. I guess they were expecting to be going down. TikTok shouldn't be going down at all tonight. So maybe some of their transmitters or whatever it is are not functioning. Hey, Kazoo, good to see you. No, they're not going down. Evidently, just to briefly let you know that they rejected the deal, which I don't want to get into. I think it's on TikTok side. Yeah, he gave the extension, but I think it's definitely TikTok. But we'll deal with it. We're almost at 200. Let's keep going, folks. If we have to do it the old-fashioned way, we have 198 people watching the show. And that's even after earlier this morning, I created a TikTok event. You would think that would get over. It's still amazing with all the stuff going on today. Yeah, I'm happy that we have people. Good to have you with us. So when we talk about contact, we have to talk about inner consciousness. Inner consciousness is your consciousness, the consciousness of the human consciousness shifting to a galactic Christed consciousness. If we, thank you, Michelle. If we switch to, thank you, Cindy, for coming in here through an invite. It is still early. If we switch our human consciousness when we're not working and taking time to go into our galactic consciousness, which each and every one of you have, do you realize that in your cellular structure, in your DNA, you have a galactic consciousness? But not everybody realizes they have a galactic consciousness. Tibbs, welcome to the show. Heather, welcome, Heather. Everybody come on in, sit down. You got a futon, a meditation pillow, whatever it is, relax, get comfortable. Yes, galactic, yes. Commander said galactic consciousness. Good to see you, brother. Hey, Michelle, we're glad you're here for it. So, beautiful. I can lay down then, I can see orbs in and out, then a triangle spinning and lights. Hey, Tommy, good to see you, brother. Kane, welcome to the show here. My show, hey, David, my show on during the week is usually called Encounters. Tonight is our special night, our Ashtar. Thank you for the donuts. I appreciate that. This is our special night. I meditated all day in terms of what I was supposed to talk about. And I'm talking about the transformation, cosmic truth. I'm telling people that you just have to focus on inner reflection. Inner reflection, folks. That's the whole key thing, right? Is to connect with who you are. We don't connect with who we are. She's going through some internal stuff with her little kid there, and that's really important to take care of the little ones. So, and we've talked, so I know what's happening. When things settle down, she'll be able to come on here at some point. Donna, welcome to the show. Let me just do this here, hold a minute. And let's see. Okay. And Joe, welcome. G333, welcome. Oh, oh yeah, I just yeah, I got you. 4:47 a.m. in the morning. That's right. You're over in Europe. I got you. Teresa says, "Do you think we will meet them as energy of them, or will appearance be in human form?" It will actually be. Oh, now there we go. There we go. Things are switching up. We will meet them in human form. You might meet them individually in your sleeping state. When contact happens, you might meet them individually, people, in your sleeping state. But we will meet them in what you call the human form. They will come out when direct contact happens. They will, when it's safe, they'll land the ships and they will physically come out of the spaceships. So be prepared for that. Oh yeah, we're going to be doing some stuff. Believe me. You know, it's great you asked the question. That's a beautiful question. And you know me, I'm very direct in my answers, so I'll answer everybody's question. As long as you don't tell me, Commander, did you drink Pepsi tonight? Or did you drink Coca-Cola? I won't answer. I won't answer that because I don't drink either one. I don't drink soda. But I'm drinking water tonight, you know. And one of the things I do is I do drink water. Water is really important. So when you drink water, water is really important. And when you drink water, it purifies your body. So as we get to have contact, before we do, you know, I drink apple cider a lot, and you all know that. But I drink a lot of water too. I took a break from the cider. I'm drinking water whirlwind, and you know, water. I mean, I love the cider. For some reason, it's an activation for me to drink the cider, but I drink water, and water is a conductor of energy, and water is really good for your cellular structure and to clean your body and clear and cleanse the energy in your physical body. So there's few things we can do. Focus on inner reflection meditation. If you're not doing meditation, you have a mind that's very active, you're going to have to learn to tune your mind down or turn it down, the volume of the mind, and allow yourself to breathe deeply and relax, because we're going into a lot of things right now. Tomorrow night I'm going to show it. And I do believe, I'm trying to find out who videotaped it. But like I say, there's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of activity happening around our planet. And I'm not talking about the 3D activity. I'm talking about the galactic activity. I'm talking about how the veil has totally thinned out to almost nothing. The veil has shifted so much that we are having a situation now, brothers and sisters, where we're seeing things. We're seeing things over our oceans. We're seeing things in the skies. We're seeing things in the country areas, in the mountains, around the world. We're seeing things. What are we seeing? We're seeing spaceships. Some people are seeing large spaceships and recording them. The great transformation has to do with our foundation of our planet shifting to a completely new consciousness. Oh, hey Galactic, yeah, soda water and lemon water, beautiful. And clear water too, me too. Me too. I ate Galactic, me too. Yeah, people around me are seeing nothing. I cannot understand it because they probably are not operating in a vibrational pattern which you are. You're the one operating in a very high frequency, therefore you're going to see it. If you have 10 people around you that are not seeing it, they're not being focused on what's going on. They don't have their vibrational patterns opened up to see it. But you're the way shower, so look at it this way. If you're seeing it, then maybe you can help one individual at a time see it. Maybe you can help that person see it. Wouldn't that be kind of cool? You know? Yeah, absolutely true, Blue Diamond. Charge the water with positive energy, yes. Yeah, and the veil is definitely thinning. Nehemiah, definitely, I believe that you are a way shower. You can help the 10 other people not seeing anything that you see by being kind of like a teacher for them where you are. Says, oh, you didn't see anything? Let me show you how you can do that. And part of it is to get them to not think so much about what they're looking for. When you think too much about what you're looking for or looking at, you don't see it. When you don't think about it, you'll see it. You notice how it works when you don't think about something, it happens. But when you think about something, it doesn't happen. Right, on camera, not with eyes, yeah. Evelyn Gomez, welcome to Encounters, everybody. This is actually Ashtar Command Night. This is the Great Transformation, and we're all part of that transformation. Yeah, it's like thinking too hard, Terry. That's right. So many people, when I talk to them, they'll say, "I can't do this. I'm thinking. I'm like my mind's really active." And that's why the mind has to be calmed. The more the mind is calmed, you can actually activate yourself on that cosmic scale. Oh, you're welcome, Evelyn. And by doing that, it will allow you, etheric welcome, to get to that state of consciousness where you will see the spaceships, where you will possibly have contact with your space people in your dream state. So the space people, and I know many people are telling me this, they're seeing space people in their dreams. And how many of you here are recently having that happen to you? Honestly, recently, it could be the last few weeks, a month ago, that are actually having dreams where you're seeing men and women in your dreams that are from another planet. How many people are having those dreams? I would suspect some of you are. I would suspect some of you are. D. Phillips says activation is key. Imagine focusing on your blood flow while being aware of nothing. Interesting, DP. Thank you. Not yet. You will. You will. Leica says yes. See, TB says yes. I know some of you are having it, and if you're not having it, and some people are, don't feel that because you're not having it that you're being left out of having it. You're going to have that in your dreams. The first way contact is going to happen before major contact is going to be through the dream state. And you can actually make that happen. For those that say it's not happening, you can make that happen. I'm going to give you a way of doing this. And if you do this, again, that's right, all things in good time. Oh, Evelyn is your sister. Oh, beautiful, Evelyn. Nice to meet you. The original says, I'm terrified I see them in daylight. Interesting. Cat CS, welcome, Cat CS. Barb, welcome to the show. And Star says, the opposite for me, I only see them in the day. This has been way over a year now. Oh, interesting, original. The answers are ingrained within your DNA for your entire body is separate of spirit. Interesting. D. Phillip. Dashell, welcome, Dashell. Johnny Boy 956, welcome to the Great Transformation. John, welcome to the Great Transformation. Long time no contact. I hope all is well. Hope things are going well with you as well. If I can speak English. Nikki, welcome. Harris Heyman, welcome, Harris Heyman, to the Great Transformation. Alice, welcome. Good to have you with us. Robert Daly, welcome to our show. I've been having the same dream for the last 30 years, the same subject anyway. Interesting, Terry. Shattered, welcome, Shattered. Hello, Alice. No, I've not. I'm going to bring you up here. We're going to bring you up. Great question. Have you heard of part of the Ashtar Command of Ashtar as well as Galactic Federation being traitors? No. I don't see there being what is called, and I think I'm going to bring some more water here. Hold on a minute. Welcome. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. It's been a while. Good to see you. Welcome to the
Yeah, I
show.
let my phone break since October and took a break from TikTok.
You know, you got to take a break sometimes, right?
Yeah.
It's good for your health. It is good for our cosmic well-being too. So you were saying about, have I heard anything regarding Ashtar as well as Galactic Federation being traitors?
Not all of them, just a few of them, like turning.
Oh, let me bring the volume up. Hang on, I'm putting my headphone. I'm putting my headphone in my charging thing, so I'm going to go on just the speaker on the phone here. I think this is it's almost charged, but we're going to let it go there. So I have not heard of that. If in anything, there would be possibly people that say they're Ashtar or whatever, maybe from communications. I've not heard that really.
I don't even think it's anybody from Ashtar. It was just one channel I got. It was just,
Oh, a channeler?
yeah, I'm a channel, but it was just an image, like part of them are deceiving. So as well as the Galactic Federation. But I remember the Galactic Federation changing their name, so I don't know if it was just a low
Yeah.
vibration. That's why I wanted to get your opinion.
Oh, I love that. So I want to help you a little bit. So I'm going to try to help you go from channeling to not channeling, and you'll be able to get direct information that way. Um, I started as a channel many years ago for just a brief period, but then Ashtar told me not to channel. Ashtar said to me telepathically, he says, I'm talking to you telepathically, you don't channel. I said, okay, why? Because you don't need to channel. You need to just communicate. So how would you like to not channel and just practice telepathic communications with your star family?
I mean, I feel like I've been doing that. So I've been doing
Okay.
this since like 1987, since I was like really
Okay.
little. But like I always thought it was just channeling until recently it felt more like
Oh,
a
okay.
conversation. Kind of like I call it interstellar pen pals. Like we're just going back and forth.
Yeah. So now that you realize it, you're the one who's doing it. If you realize you're being a telepathic communicator, then you're not channeling. You're basically, the word channeling is a weird word, but if you're telepathic, like I'll get messages downloaded and I'll hear the message directly. So when I come on here in my space consciousness, which I'm doing right now, I'm operating in space consciousness. I was operating in my human consciousness. I can switch over in 2 seconds and be that regular person saying, where was the UFO sighted? But I'm not, because I'm operating my space consciousness. When you're operating, and I do believe you can, is that if you say to yourself, I'm operating in my space consciousness, once you do that, you're communicating on a whole different vibrational frequency. I know you understand what I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I know you do. So you never have to say you're channeling again. If you are operating in direct communications telepathically, all you have to do is say, I'm a telepathic communicator, leave the word channeling out, because you now know years later that your information is not like Oshkosh Bigosh saying, okay, Nichelle, I have information I wish you to share. I wish to channel through you. You don't need to do that. You just have to be Dashell, the space being, and just be who you are, and that's it. And that'll be, and I think you know that too.
Yeah, it's just hard for people to like get that in acceptance because I've been trying to I've been writing a book for like 30 years and I'm like,
Oh,
well,
wow.
I telepathically communicate and they're like, well, that's not real. And I'm like, well, how else do I have these messages in my brain?
Right. If you want to come on camera, I do have control of the camera. Are you able to do that?
No, I've been really sad today. I had a really bad breakup. So,
Oh, okay. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, you're a beautiful being. You'll find someone who's at that level of consciousness that you're to be with. I'm absolutely certain of just the voice of your voice tells me that there's someone out there that's going to be better for you.
thank you. I appreciate that. I needed
Oh
that.
yeah, yep. You will. It's their loss. Basically, look at it that way.
Yes.
I just see that. I'm reading your energy. You'll definitely find somebody soon. I don't know who it is, but it'll be somebody who takes you for who you are, and also is on a awakening experience that will be flowing with their energy with you. So I see a very beautiful thing. I'm not a predictor of the future. If I'm able to do that, I have no idea, but I do know you're going to have something beautiful happen. And that's really key. But I think your question is a great one regarding, the Galactic Federation and Ashtar. They're basically only a cosmic joker if they come through, somebody and say something and says they're Ashtar. Over the years on Facebook, there were so many people claiming to be Ashtar or this person or that person. I said, this all has to stop. These people they were always predicting every year contact or this is going to happen and we love you. And basically they were projecting their higher self and they didn't really know. Their images were beautiful and they know how to create images, but their information was inaccurate,
Yeah.
And you can have beautiful images out there, even on TikTok. It doesn't mean the images are a part of the reality. Images can be great, but unless the reality is with the same level of energy as the images, then the information is not correct.
Yeah.
So it's something to look at. I think my whole purpose here when I got on TikTok is the Ashtar Command wanted me to present the truth and get people away from channeling. And I mean, I watch quietly a lot of stuff on TikTok, and I sit there quietly listening to what people are projecting on these recordings about contact, and the information's, they're really beautiful people. They're like, oh, this is going to happen. They have projections of images of colors and a date coming up, and it's not going to happen that way. And I just want people not to be disillusioned if someone's giving somebody a date. I've seen too many people get burnt by dates over the years. And all I can tell you is that I do know there's going to be contact coming. The space people will come when they're ready, not when we specifically project a date. The space people will do what they're going to do. Are you tapping?
No.
You're not tapping.
But there's voices. Remember the first time we ever went on live together? I don't know if you remember. I have it recorded. It's like a couple years ago. And we were on and everybody heard extra voices, freaking like I don't know how you explain it, like
I'm hearing tapping.
technology, and then all this extra stuff was going on in the background. The second time we went on, it was like darker entities talking over us.
Yeah, there's no dark entities going through my system. But I did hear, I'm going to do something now, which is going to be pretty weird. Wait a minute. Don't say anything. Wait a minute. Okay, let me see. I'm going to get a response here. I don't know why I'm going to do this. If you're a space being, tap again. Don't do anything. If you're a space being, a Christ, the being of light, tap again. Okay, maybe you were moving around. That's possible. I don't hear anything.
I'm just sitting down. I'm sitting down completely still, honestly.
Okay, there's no tapping now. It stopped. It stopped. All right. I was not sure what that is. Now, I'm not going to try to figure it out. It was pretty weird. Yeah. Yeah, now I'm tuning in. All right. Well, I'm not going to worry about it. I can hear a voice. It could be my voice. Yeah, I think it's my voice, low reflecting back, technically speaking. I don't think it's anybody else. It's probably just me. Okay. Anyway, what we're talking about was, again, I think it's really important for people to connect with themselves on a higher level of consciousness, Christ consciousness. And by doing that, they will be able to elevate themselves to that frequency.
I heard a whisper to you. That was weird.
What'd you hear?
I heard whispers. That was weird. I've never heard that on here.
You heard a whisper?
Yeah.
I think it's feedback. I think we're getting feedback on here. That's probably what it is. Yeah, it's feedback. All I know is some weird stuff is happening here, or I'm just going nuts.
It's every time I go on live with you. You're the only person it does that with whenever we connect.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty weird. It's definitely feedback, I think, because I think it's a low feedback of me. Because when I stop talking, it stops. So I think it's feedback. I want to ask people who are watching this, the voice that you're hearing, does it sound like me and like a low feedback of me? I'm trying to be logical here. The only reason I'm trying to be logical here, because I know for the last 3 years, weird things have happened on this show. I just heard the tapping again. You're not moving around, are you?
No, that was me typing. I was responding back to one of the...
Oh, you were typing. You were
Yeah,
pressing.
just
Okay.
right now.
So you're pressing your thing to respond to somebody. That's probably what I heard. Okay. So we know that no one else is tapping. She was just responding to somebody on here. All right. All right. Okay. Yeah, it was just her texting. You're right, King Kong. It was nothing. All right. Now I'm going to switch back and adjust myself here. These star people have a lifespan like humans. So the star people have a lifespan that could be 5,000 years, it can be 50,000 years old, and still like they're 20. Great question. Great question. Absolutely great question. And thank you, Mystic Maven, for the heart. So I think as we get into our cosmic understanding of life on this planet, we are so far more evolved than we had been 70 years ago. Now, not everybody was living 70 years ago. I know some of you are probably in their 20s, 30s, 40s, whatever. You're living now, and we're all here of all different age groups coming together, which is a beautiful thing. The synergy of energy with us all coming together has a lot to do where we're going. Now, whether you're 70 years old or 27 years old, we're all going to experience contact. And no one's going to be left out. There's nobody left out in this whole scenario. But as we talk about contact, it allows us to feel the vibrational patterns of the Christ consciousness, which is enveloping into our bodies. So when we have cosmic Christ consciousness, everybody, enveloping into our bodies, it allows us to perceive things differently. When I sit and meditate in that consciousness, and I don't go outside into the world, I don't want to be around people or go to a market or something. I just sit in here and meditate. It's the most peaceful feeling, not to be distracted by any other thing or any other person or a car going by or a train or a tractor trailer truck. When you're in that space, and each person needs to be, very beautiful, Peggy, to be 78. Very beautiful. As we get into that space, people, to just you got to give yourself time, to just be by yourself and meditate and get within to contact the cosmic levels of consciousness, to elevate yourself to the place where you'll be, to contact your space family in your dream state when you go to sleep. or maybe you're on the top of a mountain or something like that. So we all have that possibility. So Deshelle, I want to thank you. Any other things you want to say?
No, I'm just happy to be back on TikTok so I could start doing my lives again and talking and reaching.
Oh, good.
So
Good,
thank
good,
you.
good. Yeah. I'll be getting a new phone next Sunday. So I need to have a new phone because I'm not able to do the images I want to do during my regular lives. My background images, I can't do it with this phone because I've maxed out my storage space. So we're getting another phone next week, folks, which will be good. And I'm transferring everything over to a new phone. I think I'm going to still get an Android phone, but one that has way more capabilities on photos and everything. So, okay, Dashelle, thank you so much. We're going to let you watch the show, and we appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming up here. Oh, there she goes. So, the thing is to be able to elevate consciousness. We think, there are people that are in the community out there around the world that want to have contact, but do they have the knowledge to do the work they need to do before it happens? And the question you would ask somebody, a neighbor or whatever, your neighbor says, "Oh yeah, I'd like to see them. I'd like to see them come down here." But are they doing this cosmic spiritual work on themselves to get prepared for contact? That is the main thing. Amelia, welcome. Roger, welcome. If people are doing the work that they need to do to make the contact, it will happen. It might be something else, Zella, but so far I'm going to keep my consciousness on that question logical. I have no idea what happened before, but I'm not going to go too crazy. Hey, Honeycomb, welcome. Area scan, maybe the next time, It could be possibly due to the shift coming. Yeah, Notorious, welcome. Hey, Hetty, thank you for the cap. That's true, Elevated. Thank you. And Gary, welcome. Gardening, welcome. Kathleen, welcome. All the beautiful people coming in here tonight. We welcome you all to hang out with CmdrAleon. And I am operating in space consciousness. I channel nothing. I don't channel anything. So I've always been CmdrAleon. And when I go to New Age fairs or whatever, or these things, and I meet people, I tell them I'm CmdrAleon. I don't use any other name. It's my signature, who I am. And you have a name too. All of you have, whether you realize it or not, when you operate in space consciousness, you will, if you ask yourself tonight, what is my space name? Everybody has a space name. Whether you realize it or not, you all, if you start operating in space consciousness, you have a space name. Hey, Kathleen, good to see you. Moon Doctor, welcome, Moon Doctor. Andrea, Bright Owl. Hey, Bright Owl. We're going to be setting up an event for that this month. I haven't set the date yet, but we will set that up as an event. Absolutely. Absolutely. Autumn, thank you for the roses. Peoples 100. Hey, Peoples. Under something. Journeyman, welcome, Journeyman. Welcome to all the people. Tay Bay, welcome, Tay Bay. Mama Gaga, welcome. Just Let Me Z. Crazy Spammer. Sandra Ray, welcome. Let's see. Here's a question. Tamara2211. I'm going to bring you up to ask the question. Tamara2211. I do this thing here in my show here. There's no, Carrie, that's a good question. There's no AM or PM yet. We don't know specifically if it is day or night. Hey, Tamara, how are you?
Hi.
Good to have you
Hi.
on the show. And repeat your question on the verbal end so everyone can hear it.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Good.
I tapped on it, but I look like shit. I don't care if you want me to come on, I will.
No, we love you on here. Go ahead.
So how do you know your space name? Do you just ask the question and then listen for the answer?
Right. So it starts with meditation. You have to just, it's not hard to do. When it
Mm-hmm.
happened to me, I was in a workshop that I went to in New York State. Met a woman I had read articles about that was well known from Sedona, Arizona. And for whatever reason, when I talked to the space being that was communicating, I just told the space being my name. I never knew that name was a real name, and I just blurted it out. Now, in your question, which is a great question, which hopefully will help other people watching this, your space name does exist. Now, how to get to the space name? So the first thing to do is listen to higher vibrational meditation music. Get into a comfortable spot, a futon, a cushion chair, whatever you feel comfortable in a very quiet space without noise, TVs, and all the distractions that one has. When you do that, just spend 20 minutes, maybe a day or night or whenever you can, by yourself and in your meditation doing breathing exercises and saying to yourself, I wish to know my Christed cosmic space name. And it's just like saying you or om, which is words that are used to meditate, you will say, I wish to know my cosmic Christed space name. What is my space name? You already know what your human name is because your parents gave you a human name. But if you do that, it'll eventually be like a light bulb will turn on, cosmically speaking, and in your inner consciousness, you'll hear the name. Now, I don't know
Okay.
when that's going to happen.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Does that
So
help?
what if you've done meditations before and you hear other, I think there are other beings that I feel connected with.
Mm-hmm.
And then I hear names, but I don't feel like I'm them, but I feel like I'm connected to them. What about that?
That's a great question. So now that we know that part of your life, when you say other beings, can you describe who they are? And then this way, maybe you're connected with their star family. Who are they?
I think they're the Palladians
Palladian.
just because, well, there's a few reasons why I haven't connected a lot lately, and I just haven't taken the time like I used to years ago. But I used to do group meditations regularly. This was
Yeah.
about 35 years ago in Sacramento in a tree house, and this woman, she was the person that kind of led the meditations, and she was Palladian, and she would channel. Kind of remember the name, but it was so peaceful, and I felt so connected with the whole group. We would actually intuitively connect with each other,
Oh, wow.
and this was so many years ago, and I still feel connected.
That tells me a lot right there. I appreciate that. So, Tamara, that is
Her
probably
name
based
was
on.
Her name
Go
was
ahead.
Paula Peterson, is what her real name was. And
Right.
her Palladian name, I can't remember it right now, but this is like over 35 years ago because my oldest daughter's 37. So I'm going to guess, yeah, around 35 years ago or so.
Oh, wow. So that tells me a lot. So here's what you do. Because now, obviously, I do feel from your story, it makes it more complete. The puzzle's more complete. That you do have a connection to the Palladians just by what you're expressing here. So if you want to do that, I would do your meditations with the higher ambient meditation music. Just say, I wish to connect with my Palladian space family, but that's one thing. That's just connecting with them. But you should ask yourself first, though, through your inner higher consciousness, what is my space name? What is my space name? I know what my Earth name is. I want to know my space name. And if you keep asking that question within internally, just listen for the answer. And then when you do get it, write it down. I don't know when you're going to get it, but I'm just saying that's what you need to do.
Do you feel like the space beings like name you? Like they name you? Or do you, like, how does
No,
that, do you know the
it did happen for
process?
me when I was at this gathering overnight where I got stuck at a condo complex in New York State because some weird storm was happening, which was a big spaceship hovering in it was neon. All the trees looked like neon blue, and there was a big fog in the sky at night, and it looked really weird. And when I was at this gathering, the time part of it, I just blurted out, "My name is Alion." No one told me what it was. It was my name. So
That's
there
pretty
won't be a
cool.
yeah. So a space person from the Palladian star system is not going to tell you your name. You'll actually know what it is. It'll be your name. They're not going to give
Okay.
it to you. You're going to actually remember what your name is. So
Okay.
everybody, and that's how you'll have, like I said, for me, everyone's going to have a different experience remembering who they are. And I
Mm-hmm.
say, remember who you are. You're not just Tamara having an Earth family and having experiences here, going to the market and going to the beach or going on a trip. You are also a space person that is here to remember your name. Once you remember your name, you'll become activated. Once that name is realized, you'll all become activated once you remember who your space name is.
So what I'm hearing right now, I I don't I'm hearing a lot of high pitched like bells ringing. I've had that most of my life. It comes and goes, and I know a lot of people had what do they call it, tendinitis. I don't feel like I have that. I feel like calmed and soothed by it when it comes and goes. But sometimes I can just tell them to tone it down. Right now, it's really really loud, and it's
Yeah.
not annoying to me at all. It's very soothing.
Oh, good. Well, see, you are able to discern, and I use that word. You discerned what the sounds were, so they're not obviously tendinitis. It's something else.
No, it's very soothing, and they're communicating back at just with the loud ringing. It's like a there. I don't hear a voice right now. I just hear loud, very loud and clear. It's like they're trying to communicate, but I don't hear words. I hear it very. I, I'm. Most people would say I'm crazy saying this stuff, but that's what
Yeah,
I
yeah,
hear
yeah.
right now. But I don't feel like a lot of people who have this would go to the doctor and say, fix this. I don't feel like anything needs to be fixed.
Yeah. No, you don't. You don't have to fix anything. You know the difference between that and other things that are happening.
Yeah. So do you think it's them trying to communicate with me right
Yes. When there's a download, for me, I'll get a tone. Other people will call it a tone.
now? Uh-huh.
So you'll hear like a tone, sweet tea. That's absolutely correct. You'll hear actually a tone. Then the tone will get real loud, and then the tone goes away. They're downloading information in your consciousness.
Yeah,
You
I
might not know.
feel that. I
That's what it
feel I
is.
have a strong intuition. That's what I'm feeling.
Yeah. Yep.
But I
That's what
don't
it
hear
is.
any
They're
words
downloading.
or anything.
Yeah. They're down. They're. Let me just do this here. They're downloading. They're downloading. Oh, good. This is charged up. I'm going back on my headphones here. Give me a moment. They're downloading.
I feel like they heard me say that, and now all of a sudden they came and ran, and now they're communicating more to make me aware. Yes, we are. It's
Yes.
us. But
Yeah.
it's
They're
like,
going to do that.
but I don't hear voices or anything right now.
Well, it'll
I
be the tones because they're downloading information. The
okay.
voices are another subject, so you'll want to communicate with the Palladians. In time, that will happen. I think right now they're downloading information, but the most important thing is in terms of the name confirmation of your actual space name, you'll get that pretty quickly in the next, pretty soon. You will know what it is. Just listen for it.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, I don't like to, in my space consciousness, I never like to say what day you're going to have the name or what time you're going to have the name because it's going to happen when it's going to happen. You know, it's not a cop out answer. Oh, wait a minute. Let me just do something here. It's not a, it's a sense. I just
No,
had to
I
hit this thing.
understand. So is it good to fast or something before, like for 3 weeks, try to fast and
You could do
eat
that.
light?
There's just make sure you drink a lot of water.
Uh-huh.
A lot of water is a key thing to cleanse your consciousness of everything in your body. Water is a big activator. And as you're meditating using the water, I think you'll come to your name in meditation.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, thank you.
absolutely. Hey, Tamara, thank you. You had your excellent guest. I appreciate you. And we send our love to you from the Ashtar Command.
Thank you.
All right. Let me bring her down slowly. And I got my headphones back on. There you go. Watching The Great Transformation is our show tonight on Ashtar Command Talk. This is part of our Encounters programming. We do this every Saturday night, and I'm glad to be here. My name is CmdrAleon. Welcome to the show. If you're new, I never assume who's here. That's here for 3 years. Maybe some of you are new to the show. We're on usually every night, most times at 11 o'clock. The rest of the night, Sunday through Friday, we do a show called Encounters. That's our regular number one spiritual UFO talk show. Saturday nights, we operate in space consciousness, and I am your host, CmdrAleon. I am a space person. I'm here from another place beyond Earth. I'm also with the Ashtar Command, and our space family that are watching our show. Our space family watches the program from a monitoring screen on the spaceship as I speak. They're watching and they can see everything going on here. Holistic, good to see you. Welcome. Rich Davis, welcome. Alan. All the beautiful people finding the show for the first time. We welcome you. July, welcome to the show. Express Tima, welcome. Express Tima. Care Bear, good to see you, Care Bear. Let's see here. Basila says they're talking too. Now, I will say this. I hear nothing now. It's when I bring people up as on the live, I did hear what I consider a reverberation, not a reverberation. I hear my voice repeating itself through their phones. So I don't think it now, unless I'm totally not hearing the same thing you're hearing. Elevated, we're going to bring you up here. Elevated, go into the guest option. We'll bring you up. Good evening, Ronnie Waswell. Good to have you with us. Get some medical help, mate. Okay, that person needs to go. Well, okay, mate. Bye-bye. I just blocked that person, so maybe they're going to get some medical help. They're going to be knocking on their computer on their phone. And we took them out. Get some medical help, mate. Anyway, the elevated, come on in. Good thing I have a sense of humor.
Yeah, gotta have a sense of humor, right, Commander?
Yeah, I told the mate to get some help, but he won't hear me because I just sent him into the universe. Elevated, welcome to the show.
Unfortunate. Thank you for having me. Always a pleasure, Commander.
Oh, same here. Go right ahead.
Yeah, so I'm sure you're probably familiar with William Cooper, The Story of a Pale White Horse. Behold, the story of a pale white.
I have the original book.
Yes.
That he wrote many years ago.
So the JRAD, the one that was that they're trying to save through because they live off of photosynthesis or whatever. That's their source of nutrients, I guess, or whatever. JRAD, he was what? A Zeta, is it? Or
a Zeta. But I want to kind of hold off on that question only because of the nature of Ashtar command frequency, because of the contact whole thing. Can we hold that question for Sunday night?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Yeah,
and we'll definitely get into that. Now, if you have any questions about the transformation, about what's happening with everything going on with contact, I'll be happy, always, my friend, to right tonight to answer those questions.
Not off the top of my head. I think that was probably an irrelevant question, anyways, at this point. But no, I did have that to share with you, but my tablet died. About the timeline that I have a source that is saying the timeline is more around 2027. Not that it's relevant, but I would like to play that back for you sometime. I can cue it to a clip so it's not super long.
Well, that was originally 2027. Originally was the timeline, but because we're accelerating, that's a good question. We are now accelerating. It will be at some point in 2026. There are some people that think it was going to be in 2025. So 2025 is not the year of contact. There will be an acceleration of things that are happening now. But again, they can come anytime they wish, but it's all in divine timing. So the original intent over 3 years ago was 2027. It's now accelerated to 2026.
That's a beautiful thing. That's so glad to hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I can be wrong. It could be that things accelerate quicker, and it could be right before the end of 2025, but I doubt it.
I'm sure everybody needs to understand that we have a manipulated timeline too. We are actually in the 16th century, I think, or something like that. If you do the math of 13 months a year and take away all those years they stole from us, our timeline is manipulated.
And Danielle is right. When Danielle and I communicated over 2 years ago, when I first got on TikTok, I was explaining to people that we would have contact originally in 2027, but as I learned over time, they accelerated it to 2026.
Yeah, so I'm thinking that's the same thing with the Mayan calendar, or else they just put out false information about the timeline of that.
Well, a lot of the problem with that is, and thank God, I'm still on Facebook. I have my Ashtar command groups there, so I do go back and forth. Um, and there are people who are talking about April 7th. Now, I am not getting any information from my space family telepathically that April 7th is going to have anything happen. When everybody said the mothership was going to appear, was it a few weeks ago or last month or whatever it was? I knew that the information that was coming from was not right. There were a couple of people saying, "Oh, the space motherships are going to be showing up on a specific time period." I told people, "Don't fall for that. It's not happening."
So
You
yeah,
know, that is,
I received a message on TikTok actually from the Palladian Council that they actually have to the solar flares. They actually have to put their ships in front of the sun when they happen because they'll be too intense.
yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of galactic things that the space people have to do with their ships, create, in terms of the sun, solar activity, everything. They operate in space when they're ships. They know how to maneuver through a lot of different parts of our solar system, including dealing with the energy of the sun. So it's really important that really people realize we're looking, and I think as we get to November, December, January, as Shell just mentioned in the comment, that's where you're going to see some things that are going to be really shifting in those 3 months into the new year. Enjoy this year. Please do enjoy this year. I'm hoping to enjoy 2025, but
Yeah,
we're going
ditto.
to have some increased activity in November, December, and January that I think is relevant and important to contact. I think one of the things I'm going to be doing when I start my workshops up pretty soon in Connecticut is I'm going to be teaching people to get ready for contact. I've already committed to a local crystal shop soon to do a workshop on contact here in Connecticut, which is in my town, a beautiful crystal shop that has a space, and we're going to do probably try to get about 20 people together to sign up for it, and we're going to teach them about what contact is going to be from an Ashtar Command perspective. And I might try to do that at a few locations here in New England where I am.
Yeah, you could
So,
always do a like I just attended a global light workers meeting or
oh,
light
good.
workers blockage removal, right? So it could be something like that too, right, Commander? Or you could.
Yeah, I've been guided by my father to show people what it's going to be like, and I'm also going to do two things. I'm going to do an introduction to contact, and I'm also going to take people on the golden ship of light in my workshops to get them off planet and teach them that there is a real ship that's as big as the planet Earth. I'm going to be doing a live on this month. I haven't set the date yet for people, but I will be setting up a live on my show here to take people off planet. And I will take you off planet. Believe me, when I say you're going to go off planet, it's not like a fantasy world or like, oh, wow, this is going to be, a fantasy. You're going to, but it's up to the person.
Yes, you have to be open and receptive, right?
Right.
Right.
If I have 500 people, in here doing it, and people say, well, I couldn't do it, and the other half say I did do it. The ones that didn't do it because they not so much they're not receptive, they're still operating in a 3D consciousness. In order for this to work, I need to get 500 people, like hypothetically in a room, whatever, to let go of their belief systems in order for them to be activated and leave their body. You can't leave your body unless you're willing to leave your body
Just got to
and
keep
not be
chipping
afraid.
away at it, right,
Well, you know
Commander?
what it is? Well, yeah, chipping away at it. And, a lot of times people say, well, if I leave my body, will my body still be there? Will my body still be alive? Yes, of course your body's going to still be alive. Your body's protected. Body's always protected. So when I take people off planet to the golden ship of light into a Merkaba state, they come back in my physical workshops and they keep a journal. Every one of those people told me exactly what they saw on the ship. So I'm teaching people is to prepare them for contact. I'm very
Beautiful,
good at this.
Commander.
I know
You're
how to
doing
do it,
not going unnoticed, that's for sure.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Thank you. I appreciate you, my friend. Yeah,
All
always
right.
a pleasure. And maybe we can get that together for that clip or for another time or whatever. And
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, for
yeah,
sure. You
right.
know?
you ever need anything at all, I'm in upstate New York, so I can keep the words flowing over here if you'd like.
Yeah, and I'm going to, speaking about the great transformation, I've made a decision. I'm going up to see my beautiful cousin south of Woodstock, New York. And next weekend I won't be live. I'm going to be spending time with my cousin. So if you don't see me on here, don't freak out. I'm not going to. And thank you for the April, Catherine. I'm going to be going to see Ancient Aliens, the TV program.
Oh, cool.
And
That's awesome.
now
You're
I'm
gonna
going to,
guys and everything?
yeah, now here's what I'm planning to do. I wanted to just speak about the great transformation. This is going to blow your mind tonight on Ashtar Command Night here. I've made a decision. I'm completely in on this. I hope I don't get thrown out. I've made a decision to get up. We're going to be in the second balcony of this big theater, and I'm going to wave my hand at first and just keep waving my hand, and they're going to probably see me waving my hand. I made a decision to tell them that I'm with the Ashtar Command, and can I say something? I'm going to say
Yes.
that. I'm with
Yes.
the Ashtar Command, and
Yes.
I'm going to say it here because I feel this is the place that it needs to be said. And you're the folks that are promoting Ancient Alien, which is talking about the ancient history of space people. So may I speak for just a minute? I won't take up the whole time of your being on stage, but may I speak now? I'm supposed to
Yes.
speak between, you have hundreds of people here. I need to speak now and let people know what's happening here. And what I'm going to say to them is there's going to be contact on planet Earth in 2026. And that's all I'm going to say, and I'll sit down. I'm going to say
Wow.
there's going to be contact in 2026 and Ancient Aliens. I'm going to get up spontaneously and say this. I spent a lot of meditation. I've talked about it on my regular show. I'm talking about it here because we're talking about the great transformation. If somebody doesn't say it, then who is going to say it? If somebody
Right.
doesn't take the opportunity in a forum where there are hundreds of people in public, if someone doesn't get up and say it, who's going to say it? Because they're promoting on the History Channel their show. I've seen them before. They talk a little bit. They give a little snippets here. They get up and do a little, pony dance or whatever, and then they have a little thing of Q&A afterwards. If somebody doesn't say it, then what's gonna? I hope I don't get kicked out, but I'm going to
Right.
get up
I
there
think
and
you'll be
say
all
it.
right. I think you'll be all right. You're protected, Commander.
Yeah. So I'm going to say it. I'm going to be in New York State, and I'm going to go and stand up and say it. I can't wait. I'm actually going to do this.
I know. I wish I could watch it. You can't. I probably can't watch that while it's live, huh?
Yeah.
Can you
And I know there's
watch that live? You can't watch that. That's like a meeting you're having, or it's what? It's
it's Ancient
their
Aliens
tour. It's
is
their tour. They're
it's
doing
their
like a
U.S.
tour.
They do a tour. Hundreds of people
Yes.
go to see them. Okay.
Gotcha.
I will use my cell phone. I will have somebody, my cousin or somebody, record this.
Awesome. Yeah.
I will. Yeah. I will actually. I might be able to record this, but we'll see. We're going to work that out. But
Doesn't
I'm going to
matter
do
if it's
it.
recorded or not, as long as it happens, right, Commander?
Sandra says, "Why do I think that people need to know it? Because that's who I am. You know, I believe we need to bust the matrix. If I don't do it, then I'm not doing my job. Part of my thing for being here on TikTok is to bust the matrix. If I'm sitting there just listening to them do the horse and pony show with hundreds of people that are right there, and I don't say anything, then I'm not doing a service to humanity, to the planet. So I need to do it. I don't have to do it, but I should be doing it. I need to do it. I came to a deep meditation conclusion that I need to get up there and do it.
Sounds
You know,
fabulous, Commander.
if I don't do it, who's going to do it?
Nobody.
Anyone out here going to do it? Going to get up there on a stage, not on a stage, but in a forum where you're in a big auditorium where there are hundreds of people and take the opportunity to break the matrix? I'm going to do it.
Good for you, Commander. That's awesome.
Yeah. I don't see that happening. I watch a lot of TikTok stuff too, and I don't see that happening. The busting of the matrix, and I'm going to bust the matrix.
Well, we're going to do it together.
We're all going to do it together.
Right.
I think T Willow Lifestyle, beautiful. I do it on my podcast. Good going, T Willow. That's a good thing that you're doing it there. So
as soon as enough people wake up, soon as enough people wake up, the
Right.
mirror shatters.
You know what? And you know
We
what?
are living in a simulation.
I bet there'll be some media people there. I mean, they're on the History Channel. So if anyone from the History Channel, well, they're on the History Channel.
Right.
So if anybody from the History Channel sees me doing that, maybe they're going to come up and say, well, who is this person? Who is this person? You know, I can't deny who I am. I'm operating in space consciousness right now. If people don't understand that, I'm not operating as a regular, person. I'm operating in space consciousness. Space consciousness doesn't care what anybody thinks. Space consciousness says, we're going to bust the matrix. We're going to do this. It is my calling. Hey, spirit of Yahya, it's my calling to do this. Oh yeah, before I go off, we'll do a song. Hey, Tracy.
Well, Commander, I'm proud of you. That's for sure.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Oh,
I am very amped up here.
We appreciate you. This is not about any singular individual. This is about us.
Yeah.
This is about we.
I think my space father, who's watching right now, my family and the Ashtar command off the planet, are very much proud of me to be able to do this. If you asked me a few months ago would I've been doing this, I only decided to do this recently. I kept questioning myself, should I do this? Should I not do this? I decided I don't care. I'm going to do it.
Got to break free of that fear-based programming, Commander.
We're going to bring Kimberly up too. She says, what happens to the people that aren't awakened? Will they be able to hang a contact too? Kimberly, we're going to bring you up there. Great question. All right, Elevated, we're going to let you down. I'll bring Kimberly up here.
Sir. Always a pleasure.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, brother.
You're welcome,
man. Well, what am I doing here?
Whoopsie.
I just did that to myself, folks. Wait a minute.
I've seen you do that a couple times, Commander.
Yeah, I do that. Now I'm back to normal. Here we go. All right. I'm going to bring you down here.
Love and light, everybody.
Love and light. And let's see. Kimberly has a question. Kimberly, go into the guest option, Kimberly. You know where the guest option is? Just go in there and press the request. Kimberly, are you out there? Alan, is there a God? Yes. God is universal. God is all over the place. God is in every planet, every solar system, every galaxy. God is absolutely everywhere, brothers and sisters. And you can take that to the cosmic bank, so to speak. Kelly King Kong, welcome. Amy Yvonne, welcome, Amy. Absolutely, Alan. Well, thank you for the question. I appreciate it. Bitter Truth. I like that name. What happens when your friends don't believe me? When your friends don't believe me. We're going to bring you up. That's a good question. Anita, come on up so we can elaborate on that. You're watching The Great Transformation on Ashtar Talk tonight, and we'd love to hear your questions, Izzy in Action, and all the beautiful souls here. Let's see what happens, Anita. Anita, welcome to the show. How are you?
Hi, Commander.
Good to have you with us. And can you elaborate on that? It's sometimes, in senses, it's hard to get the grasp of what you're trying to ask.
Well, what's happening at work, I'm trying to express my feelings about letting them know that what's going on. I let them know that I see my star family above the sky, and they make fun of me at work.
They make fun of you?
Yes, sir, they do. And I'm like, well, that's my star family. And they're like, well, no, it's not true. I said, okay. So I don't know what to tell them. I'm like, I believe in my star family. And I told them about you. I believe in my commander, the high commander. And they're like, okay, what are you doing? I'm like, okay.
They don't understand.
Yeah,
are you able to come on camera? I'm going to ask. If you can't, that's all right too.
Okay, I'm trying to do that right now. Can you see me now or no?
I'm going to do this again. I'm going to press the button in a minute. In 3 seconds, I'm going to press it. 1, 2. When you see me this time, now you can press the save button, and something should pop up.
You see me now?
Should be. Not yet. You should. If you press the save on the thing for the camera, you're almost there. Okay, there you are. Okay, Anita, we see you. So you have to just stand in your strength and don't worry about what they think. If you worry about what they think, they're gonna affect you. What you need to do is affect them. So you say, I don't care what you think, and just say in a loving way, you just aren't awakened yet. You can laugh all you want, but understand when contact happens, you better be ready. Because if anything happens, you can stand there with a non-belief system, but a belief system isn't a reality. So these people have a belief system. They don't believe you. They use the word, I don't believe, Anita. But the fact is, it doesn't matter what they believe. You're having the experience. Your belief system has nothing to do with your realization of what you physically had happen or visually what you're seeing. If you see a spaceship and they don't believe it, that's just a belief system. It has nothing to do with that you went out there and saw a spaceship or your star family. If they're not going to believe, they're not going to believe. Like Chronic Michelle stated, they're going to do what they're going to do. But don't worry about it, because
yeah, and I, not to interrupt, but it's funny because they make fun of me at work, and and they do all these these drawings and stuff like that. Oh, here's a spaceship. Here's the lighting, this and that. Here's your spaceship. I said, okay, that's fine. It's okay. You can make fun of me all day at work, but I believe what I believe, and that's all.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to let other people know what's going on in life, and if they don't believe me, it's all good,
And the thing is to also understand that you're in a very popular program here, and this is, and thank you everybody. We're at 110,000. Thank you so much. That there's a lot more people that understand this than the people that don't. The people that don't in your environment are just not. They're the minority of humanity right now. They are the minority. They're not the majority. You know that. You're here. We have almost 300 people in here that understand what's going on. And many of these people, some of them are having physical contact with space people. So, when they start acting the way they act, just say, I would just say, if you are having to work in the environment with them, just say, you're going to learn a couple of things from me eventually that you don't understand. I understand that you don't believe me, but that's just a belief system. Your belief system has nothing to do with my reality. So what you do is you're coming back to them and saying to them, that's fine. You don't want to believe it? You're a minority. The majority of people in the world do believe that this is happening. You're just a small minority, and you better wake up. So you'd be very direct with them in a loving way. But that if I was in that office, I'd have every one of them silent in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
You know the way I operate. I'm a system buster. I love them. I love everybody. But if you're going to be that way, I will bust your matrix in 2 seconds.
Oh my God! Yeah, you're so right. You're so right about that. And it's funny because every night I come out to walk my dogs out to do their business. The Star family's above my house every night, and when I go to work, they're above me. When I go to work, also it's like amazing. And I tell them every night I walk out, I said, I love you, Star family. I'm right here. If you need me, I'm right here for you. And it's like it's everywhere. And so when I try to tell my coworkers like this, they're saying, "No, you're crazy." I'm like, "What? What? No, I'm not crazy. I'm just letting you know what's really going on in life right now." So I just want to let you know that. That's all.
Yeah. Stallion. She will eventually. Things are going on. Just going to take it's just a lot of stuff going on another level. But anyway, not to get too diverted. But I think, have they communicated with you, your star family, as we're topic great transformation? That's included.
What's happening? What's going on right now? I go outside and watch my dogs out, and I tell them, flash your star, flash it. Make your light brighter, and they do for me. It's awesome. So it's like wow.
Yeah.
And they're right above my house every night. Yeah. They're right. And I think they know who I am, and because I stay in contact with them, hopefully, something will happen more.
Have you tried to telepathically, Anita, communicate with them in your consciousness yet?
No, I have not done that. No, I have
I'm
not
glad you're
come
here.
But I'm going to tell you right now, remember the other night that you had told us that you were going to come into, the other night you were saying, okay, everybody, veg out,
Mhm.
and I'll go into your spiritual mind, snap, blah blah, and get into your meditate and all that. But it didn't happen. It didn't happen with me because my sister just passed away last Saturday.
Oh, I'm
So
sorry to hear that.
I'm yeah, and I wanted to meditate with you at the time that you were doing that with everybody, and I just couldn't do it at that time.
No, no, I
But now,
understand. Yeah.
yeah, so right now I'm okay now. I'm better now.
Oh,
But
good.
I just want to let you know that yeah, when you want to do that again, I will
Yeah.
love to do that with you
So
again.
I'm going to say tonight, proactively tonight, what I want you to do before you go to sleep tonight is go into a conscious meditation for about 20 minutes, maybe 30. And if the
Okay.
ships are around, the ships of light are around, telepathically ask them internally, can you communicate with me now? I'm ready to hear the words of your voices on the ship. Can you tell me, one of you, who you are and where you're from? I am so and so, and are you Christed beings of light from another planet? So very specific to them. And I believe I'd like to hear eventually, as you continually practice this, like every night, you will probably get a response.
Okay. Okay. That sounds
I
great. That's
think
great.
I think they're waiting for, if you feel that they're of the light and you feel that these ships that are above your house are positive or the energy is positive, then you need to communicate.
Okay. Okay. Great. I'm great. I'm ready. But I want
Yeah.
to tell you something, Commander. Just to let you know. I work for the government. Okay. I'm an electrician for 36 years, and I work on the Navy ships. Okay.
Oh,
And
interesting.
and hear me out. And I was like baffled when the guy at the quarterdeck told us that they saw 7 people coming on board the naval ship, black and white ties with briefcases, and walked on the ship. He told us that they didn't look normal. They looked like something out of nowhere. Their faces were like not even human. They walked on board on the ship. They went and did their business, and they came back off the ship, and they took off after that.
They
That's
took
what
a, when
the
they left
Navy
the
guy. Yeah, it's
now when
crazy.
they left the ship, did they leave in on a smaller boat to go away from the ship?
No, they just
No.
he told us that he just walked off the ship and walked. They looked at them. They all had the same eyes, like they're all black, like really black and long. And they just looked at them, and they were all pale face. And they walked off the ship like nothing, and nobody said nothing after that. But that's what the guy told me at the quarterdeck. I'm like, oh my lord, really?
That's crazy.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. So he was
Wow.
like, of all my years I've been on in the Navy, he goes, that's the first day I ever saw that.
That is crazy.
It
And
is
then
scary.
and it's this show is being recorded, so that'll be on my YouTube channel. For people that are not following Ashtar Night, on my main profile, press the red button. That's really important. That shows you're following me directly, and also the like button, the red button and the like button. That's interesting, Anita.
It is, Commander.
That's interesting.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Commander. I mean, if you come on with me, I'll let you know everything what's going on because I work for the Navy. So it's like, wow, I see a lot of stuff that it's amazing that people don't say nothing, but when he told me that, and I'm like, oh my god, he was shocked because he's
Yeah,
never seen that before.
yeah,
And we've seen a lot of stuff, um, in the Navy going on in the government, in the naval ships. Because
yeah.
I work for the government on the naval ships. It's like, oh my god, and you
Have
see
you?
a lot of things happening.
I know that many years ago I was given information from somebody who used to work for the um, Ministry of Defense in England. He was retired. I met him at a UFO conference. Not to get too far off, but um, I was told that the Navy sees a lot of the underwater spaceships. They come out above the ground. On the naval ship, have you seen these spaceships?
No, we have not. No, we have not.
Okay.
But
Good.
we have seen a lot of me per se. I've seen a lot of word people coming on board the ships. So I'm like, okay, not
Weird
normal.
people. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean,
That's pretty wild.
I work on the Navy ships every day. So I mean, I'm an electrician, and when, like I said, the guy at the quarterdeck, the sailor said, he goes, I've never seen that in my life ever. They just came on board, and they're all black and white. All of them were all carrying briefcases, and they
Yeah.
went on board and they walked back out like nothing.
Yeah.
On
In Tibet.
here, right here in San Diego, California.
Yeah. Jessica, so she's saying,
and that's where I live.
right. So is the ship on dock when you're working on it? You're not out in the water, right?
No, sir. I'm on dock, and I'm
You're
just
on
like,
dock. It's on dock. Okay.
yes.
Okay. We don't want to give too much away just to protect our guests, folks.
No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to get in trouble.
No, we're not going to do that. We're going to protect her and not say anything.
Please.
Yeah, we're not. We don't want her to get any problems here. So, yeah. Well, Nita,
I've been working for 36 years, and I don't want to get in trouble or get fired.
Yeah, I don't want you to get in trouble. You're giving us information. I don't want you to get in trouble. But I want you to do the meditation on a positive note, and I believe your star family will communicate with you telepathically.
I hope so.
They will. You can make that happen. You can definitely make that happen. So yeah.
Okay. All right.
It's been great having you on here, Anita. I'm glad you came on to the show.
I just wanted to share that with you. That's all.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful. I mean, I'm glad you shared, and you also gave us information about something nobody knew about. So, we're going to protect Anita. No. She's not going to tell us anything other than the story.
Please connect.
You're protected. We don't want to know what ship it is. I don't care about that.
Well, I don't know what it is. I just want to make sure you take care of me and protect me, please. That's all.
Yeah, you are protected. You are protected, sister. Thanks for that bit of information. I can't wait to see. Let me know what happens with the telepathy, and let me know when you have contact happen. I want to know. I want you to keep me updated.
Yes, sir. Yes, I will do that.
Absolutely. All right, everybody. Anita, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Man, I didn't expect that. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
That was a great story. And this is what, when we talk about the great transformation, that zinger I didn't expect about what you talked about on the docked naval ship. Very awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. And Elite Shines, I want a star family. Actually, Elite Shines, you do have a star family. You just haven't met them yet. And that would go probably for 90% of the population. You just haven't met them yet. It doesn't mean you're not going to meet your star family, but you have to do the work, meaning meditate, using higher frequencies of music, using the word Om or you in your meditation to relax yourself. And then all you have to do is start meditating and saying, I wish to connect with my cosmic Christed star family. Christed cosmic star family. 3 words. And as you do the meditation and really let go of your 3D consciousness, you will then have the ability to facilitate that communications. Yeah, let me know what happens, Elite. I'm glad you said that, because I'm here to help everybody get to that point, but I can only do so much. It's up to the individuals to do the work. I can give you the homework, but you have to do the work, User 661, welcome. Can you say that once more, please? So to connect with your Christed cosmic star family, you need to do higher vibrational meditation music. And then the word you or Om is the vibrational frequency for meditation. But you're going to say, I wish to connect, write this down. I wish to connect with my cosmic Christed star family. 3 words. Cosmic Christed star family. 3 words. Cosmic Christed star family. And as you can use that as a mantra in your meditation. As you do that, listen for the telepathic communications, because when you say cosmic Christed star family, it will allow you to be very specific so that you eventually contact your space family. You don't want to get on there and say, Anybody out there in space, come on in here. I need communications. Anybody out there hear me? You don't want to do that. Yeah, that's looking for trouble. But you want to be very specific. And as we get towards contact, by doing these practices, everybody, you'll prepare yourself for contact when the big contact happens. So these little steps, these little things that you do are going to make you ready for contact over billions of people that aren't ready. You will be one of the billions that are. Isn't that great? You'll be one of the billions that are. Hey, Carrie, thank you for sharing the live. And that's what you want to be, is prepared. I can't really stress that enough. Mariner, welcome. SD Reef Crazy, welcome. Noosh Noosh, welcome. Noosh Noosh. All the people coming in here, welcome. Please share and follow. Absolutely. Anna, welcome, Anna. Mona Lisa, we like that. And I am drinking water tonight. Jumping Jack, Carol Susie Q, welcome. Hey, Christy, welcome to the show. I will be getting more apple cider tomorrow, I think. Apple cider. Hello, Miss T. And welcome, everybody here. User Sharon, welcome, User Sharon. I think it's Solrod888, welcome. Michael Klein, hey, Michael. Hot Pickles, hey, Hot Pickles. Terry Venus, thank you for the roses. I appreciate that very much. I think it's Pot something. Green Eyes, welcome, Green Eyes. Katie, Kate, New York City. Hey, New York City, Katie, Kate. Cool. Hey, welcome, cool. Welcome back. Jessica, thank you for the share. D, welcome, D. Lola, welcome to the show. Susan Hall, welcome to the show. Metaphysical Manifesto, I like that. Metaphysical Manifesto, that's really cool. Susan Hall, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the cap. Yeah. Thank you so much. In spite of yeah, thank you for the roses. Hey, Patricia. We're doing good. Real Deal Steel. Welcome, Kelly. I think it's V something. T Moore. Welcome, T Moore. Autumn 9385. Welcome, Autumn. And it's good to have everybody here. You're watching Janelle Ashtar Command Talk. We're talking about transformation, about the preparations that you need to do for contact. If you don't do the preparations when contact happens, you might have a hard time knowing what to do. Yeah, next weekend, Sunday night I will be back on, but Friday and Saturday I won't. I'll be in upstate New York. I'll be actually enjoying my cousins that are cool people and going into Woodstock, New York, and that little groovy enclave in upstate. So yeah, I'm going to definitely, it'll be good. I'm keeping to think that my cousins live on a hill in a country area. It'd be kind of funny if the Ashtar Command came, because it's in a less populated area. It'd be kind of funny if they came and took me on the spaceship when I was up in upstate New York. Not that that's going to happen, but it could. If I do get taken on a spaceship in upstate New York, I'll let you know. They live in they have an old barn. They're artists. They're artists. They're really cool artists. Hey, Dia Rizzo, good to see you. I'm going to keep that thought. Yeah, I absolutely will. I promise I will do that. And Tamara says, my phone died immediately. The battery mysteriously drained fast. It was weird. Well, that's weird, Tamara. That's kind of strange. Wiz Nerd, that's a good name here. Wiz Nerd in Canada, welcome. So I'm going to keep that thought. That's a great suggestion. I'm going to stay very grounded traveling to New York State. I want to stay very, very grounded. But when I get not to be in the car, then I can be at some point not grounded. Yeah, I do believe that to be true. Ask and you shall receive. That's absolutely the truth. You know? And we're having a great night here. If you're watching the show for the first time, if you're new to the show, I'm glad to have you with us. I know there's tons of other TikToks that you can go live to watch. I'm glad you found Encounters. This is our Great Transformation topic special. This is Ashtar Command Night for those who are new here. Please go to my profile, and if you will, do me a favor. I would be grateful. Press the red button and press the like button. Press the red button and the like button on my profile, please, before you go tonight. I heard it today, but can't remember where I heard it. Cal Suzuki, what did you hear? Let's see. Let me see. I'm going to go backwards. What did Carol Suzuki hear? Oh, did you hear that Monday the government will be releasing papers past contact? That I did hear. I want to also, since we're talking about contact and what the government's supposedly going to release, I want to ask people a question. Now, we're talking about getting prepared for contact. Whatever the government says they're going to release on this planet in the United States regarding the whole thing, do you believe that that's going to facilitate contact? I don't. I think contact's going to be what we're doing here on Ashtar Command Night, getting people elevated to a higher frequency to prepare for contact. And yeah, please, folks, don't believe anything that's being released by any green bean. We'll know what they've been hiding, and we don't even know what they're going to be releasing. So the funny thing is, whatever they're hiding, whatever they're releasing, it's what they want us to see, and the things they don't want us to see, they will not have released. Tamara, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. So I'm not too excited. I'm more excited to be here telling you the cosmic truth and not focusing on what the green beans are going to do one day. I'd rather be here with you, all of us together, talking about this on Saturday night about contact and about how we're elevating with the Ashtar Command to come together as one. Anita Garcia, hello again. Welcome. Thank you, Mama Bear. I appreciate that. I have never found any truth from the green beans ever since they got involved in the subject, saying that they're going public. I mean, I will look at the information unless it's earth shattering, and they're saying, and if they came out Monday and said, we know there are space people here coming around Earth, and the green bean said to us, we've agreed to let them land their ships and have contact with the people, that would be amazing. If that's what they did Monday, I'd be like, I think anybody would say, wow, that's amazing. But they're releasing documents. They're not going to say, oh, we in the government have decided to tell you the truth. And, ahead of contact, we want to release some documents to you. So be wary of the green beans. Absolutely. The green beans are not here for you. Oh, interesting. That's true. Jake Barber. Yep. So it's all about contact. And look at the beautiful images behind me. See? Look at the lighting. Look how beautiful it is, folks. Focus your eyes. It's memorizing to just look at the beautiful stars and the universe. Beautiful light. And then we have the pyramids here. See the pyramid? There's another pyramid over here. Let me get up for a minute. As you can look at the lighting, folks, see it? There's two pyramids and a central light here. I'm going to put the center light on for a minute. Let's see the central lighting. We are very amped up here, so I wanted to show you the background. Thank you, Mama Bear. We're not done yet. We'll have it done. We'll have a lot more of it done by tomorrow. Yes, so everything here is amped up. I want to do something for all of you. I'm being guided to do this. I'm going to do something, and Lamora says, hello, Commander. Lamora. Paris says, I don't feel the energy tonight. I'm sorry, Paris, but it's really amped up in here. So definitely I want to do something for all of you on Ashtar Command Night. I want you to all relax as we're sharing information regarding transformation of the planet and contact. I want you to relax. You see this crystal? This is my newest crystal. I mentioned it earlier. This right here. It sort of has an orange, a little bit of orange into it. There we go. Right here. Hey, Marcus, good to see you. Carlos, welcome. What I'm going to do is, I got this crystal today. This woman had these. She mines them. She mined them in the state of Utah somewhere. And we were looking at all these different people selling crystals today at a crystal show. And it's a healing crystal. I have information on it. She had, I'd say about 20 different types of this particular thing. And then as I stopped, and she had such a beautiful energy, I found the crystal. This is my thumb here. This thing is where my thumb is. See this? See how perfect it is? It's set so my thumb fits in this device. The crystal is a device. It's not just a crystal. Do you see this? It perfectly fits. When I picked it up, I put my thumb in there, and it's totally activated. Totally activated. Perfect fit. Why? This thing is not just a crystal. It is a activated space technology. This is not just a crystal. It's a technology. Okay? I'm going to do something here. I want all of you to relax. And like I said, either you're going to feel it or you're not going to feel it. But in order to feel it, you need to, Matthew says it's a memory card too. It might be, I'm just starting to work with it tonight. Yeah, my thumb fits right into it. You can't make that up. Right into it. Now, how would you all like to feel some cosmic energy? I think War Deadpool, my friend, is in here somewhere. Good evening, War Deadpool, my brother. Good to see you, brother. Leo, welcome to the show. Everybody coming in. So what we're going to do here is the commander is going to zap you. I've already activated this crystal. I've activated the crystal. I'm going to send some, there's something there. Wait a minute. Well, that's interesting. You know what? I know I'm not losing it. If you go above my head, if you look above my head, everybody, to the right side, do you see a body and a head? The right side, a body and a head. This is going to be interesting. As the stars and the blue light are there, take a look above me. Do you see the body and the head? Okay, and I haven't done anything yet. It's a human body, it's a space body, and a head. There's a space body and a head above me. This is being recorded. the space, body, and head above me. The space being come in a little bit stronger. The lighting is allowing you to see the space being. To my right, it's the right side. There's an arm, there's a human head, and a body. It's coming through the light of the lighting. Terry, look to the right side. If you look to the right side, you'll see it. It's right above the right side, and you'll be able to see it. Right here, right over here. You can see the outlining of the body and the head is right here. I'm not making this up, people. Right here. You can see the outlining of the light around the body. It would be where the wooden thing is. You see the wood thing that is that lighter wood thing. If you look up towards away from it this way, my thumb is pointing this way, you will see it. Right about, it's right there. Right there. It's there. I've never seen that happen before. It's still there. Well, you see where it's like spinning around the lighting? You'll see it. You can see the body silhouetting through the light. I'm not making this up, folks. It might be left to you. So look to the left of you. That might be, but it's right there. You can see the body and the head. I'm looking at the body and the head right now. Yeah, the smoky area. So Paris, you need to look above me. There's a whole body there, plus the head. In the smoky area where you see the lighting spinning. Lucas, look above where the lighting is spinning around like a cloud, where it's the lightest part. Look right above. Like, here's the center of my head. Here's my center. Look straight up right here. Right here. Look right here where my finger's pointing. Right here. Right here. You can see it. If I move away, you can see it. And if I do this with the brightness of light, do you see the head and there's the body there? I'm sitting right here. I'm looking at it in my camera. So when I look at you, I can see the wall behind me. So I'm seeing it. Yeah, clear your comments. Clear your comments on your screen. You'll see it. It's the first time I've actually had this happen in the 3 years I've been doing this. Yeah. Yeah. If you swipe your TikTok right, you'll take the comments out. You can see it. It's right here. Here's my head here, straight up, right here. I'm going to keep pointing until people see it. I believe I believe it could, well, not only I believe, but I believe it's one of my space connections coming through. So right here, here's my finger. Here's my finger here. I'm going straight up here, right here. It's right here where I'm going. Right, I'm going right above it, right below it, right above it, right below it. There's a head, arm, a body. I'm really trying to help people see this thing. Thank you, Lavola. Again, I had no idea this was going to happen on Ashtar Command Talk. Again, just for those coming in, right here, look closely. Right here, take the comments away from your TikTok. Right here. Jules, right here, Jules, if you follow my fingers, right here, where the bright light is, right here, it's actually right there. I can see it clear as day, right here, and it's right coming through the screen. Look at the center of my hair, where my hair is at the center, and go straight up. Oh, good. Lavola's got a screenshot of it. I know 90% of you are seeing it. I just have to direct the others where to look. Ashley, that's a good question. So we'll see if anything happens. So there is a being right here. If the space being is one of my Christed guards, do something so people can come in clearer, or just show yourself more clearly in the light. Come in more clearly in the light if you can for our folks here. Let's see what happens. Again, I can do a request. The lighting is right here, and there's the body, the head, the shape of the arms, everything. Oh, good, Jules. I'm going to do the crystal thing here too. Yeah, it's right behind me. Someone said it waved. Patricia said you said it waved. Jessica, when it undulates, does the being? I've never had this happen, Jessica, on my show before. Mama Bear, ask her to pull a piece of your hair. Lucas saw it. Okay, good. Now, if I go down off like this, you can see more of the body. So if you go right here, you can see the body, the head, the body. You can see it. Some people said and saw the wave. Oh, interesting. Yeah, it's a whole body. If you're coming into my show, what you're experiencing now is a space being coming through behind me. It's a space being coming through behind me. Yeah, that's my background there. Yeah, it looks like, you're right. It does look like a robe, Truth Seeker. Hey, Daniel. No, it's just the lighting, the cosmic lighting, but the space being is behind the cosmic lighting. The light is projected through a thing I have here that I turn on. It projects light. It makes it look like the whole room is in the stars. Everything here is being documented. I have some people that have take photo shots of it, still shots. So I will get pictures. You can see it fading in and out a little bit. It's a very high vibrational energy. It's coming in. You can see the being coming in above me. Let me go here. Right there, you can see the body, the head, what the outfit. Yeah, Daniel. Yeah, when I move my head, you can see the body more. It's moving. Wow. You can see I just saw it move. It was moving behind me. It was moving a little bit. Oh, wow. You can see the body. And now when you see the blueness of the lighting, oh, wow. You can see I can see the body manifesting. It's moving a lot. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I can see the body. Let me go back this way a little bit. When I go here, it gets brighter. You can see the body. Now I'm going to go here a little bit more this way. There's the body there. You can see right here the head and the body. The body's right here above the banner. The banner. It's above the banner, straight up above it. And it's funny, when I put my head here, you can see the body. Here is the body, the head. Thank you. So my show has gone from me talking about other things to focusing on this being, the space being that's above me here. I think for now we're just going to enjoy the energy. If it happens again, we'll start communicating. Hey, Starseer, good to see you. Welcome. Look, Starseer, above my head here, there's a space being here coming through. The space being, there's the head, there's the body. Yeah, Sandra, the body was moving before. And if you keep looking, I'm changing the color. Oh, right there. You can see, I think, I have a feeling it's a woman. I think it's a female space person. Yeah, Mona Lisa, the most important thing is meditation. The meditation is key, to take 20 minutes of meditation. And as you do the meditation, allow yourself to, just like a mantra, say, I wish to connect with my cosmic Christed star family, cosmic Christed star family, cosmic Christed star family. And as you repeat those words like a mantra, you use higher vibrational music, you'll eventually get there. Belladonna, good evening. Ryan, good evening, everybody. Diana Rousseau, welcome. So right now, we've switched gears here because now I have a space being right here right here. Here's the body. There's the head. There's the human body, the head. And I have come to the conclusion that I think it's a woman, a space woman. Mona Lisa says she is blue. I don't know what her physical color is, but when I go into my cosmic coloring here, let's see here. I'm just letting people look at this. We're right now recording a part of my show where there's a space being that is there. Oh, good, Anita. Beautiful, Anita. Now here again, when I go here and change the lighting, you will see her right there. Head, body here, right here. Okay, folks, I want to do one more thing here, and then we're going to call it a night for tonight. We'll be on tomorrow night. I want to do a blessing for all of you who've been watching the show. And I want you to focus on this. This is going to be for everybody. I want you to close your eyes, everybody. Welcome, Flying Disc Fanatics. Welcome to the show. Nicole, welcome, Nicole. I want you to all focus on what I'm going to do here. And as I'm doing this, and there's a space being right there above me. So there's a female being right here at the end of the crystal. You see her head and her body, head and body of the space being. So for those just coming here, the energy of the space being is right behind me. All right. So everybody close their eyes, all the new people coming in here. We're going to do a brief gifting of energy to all of you. I'm going to use this crystal here. As you can see, my thumb fits right into it, no problem. So please close your eyes and welcome. And we're going to send some energy, light energy to all the people in the room for the evening, for the morning. Close your eyes, please, and just allow yourself to let go and feel. Oh yeah. And I see the space being moving. I see the space being moving behind me, above me. I'm looking at the space being moving above me here. Hmm. Yep. Oh, there it is. They're coming back in. The space beings' energy is coming back through. I can see the body. Well, it's getting a little bit late here. It's about 1:37. Wow, it's been quite an experience. We had a great show tonight. I want to welcome all the people. We're on usually at 11 o'clock Eastern. If you're just coming in here, please watch us tomorrow night. We're on at 11 Eastern. Golden Girl, welcome. And I think the space being faded out. I think the space being faded out. Oh, no, actually, I'm wrong. I see the space being still. Like a blue, it's like, right, it's like light, it's like going through, the lighting's going through, and I can see them behind the lighting. They're still there. You're welcome, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed this show, and I appreciate your taking the time to be here since 11 o'clock. Thank you so much, everybody. And we're going to do a prayer that we do when we sign off. Anita, you are protected, sister. You are. You are. Golden Girl, thank you for the gift. I appreciate it. And it's been quite an experience. First time I've had on my show on an Ashtar Command night a space being. I know I see the space being moving. It's moving. This is crazy. I see it. It's actually moving behind me. I see it moving its arms and everything. I'm not making this up. Hold on a moment. Yeah, it's moving. Yep, the arm just went up. One of the arms, yeah, she's like moving her arms and everything. Someone says there's more of them. There might be. Yeah, it looks like there could be two space people in there. Hey, Lizzie. Yeah, she's moving. Thank you for the screenshots, people. This has been an amazing night. Hey, look, I always tell you the truth. I didn't make this up. Everything is being screenshotted and recorded, and this will be on my YouTube channel. What you're seeing here, ask her name. Give me a moment. Um, I think the woman's name is Cassandra. That's the first name that came out to me is Cassandra. That's what I'm getting. Her name is Cassandra. Yeah, Cassandra. I feel very at peace here. Yeah, I'm not sure. Lizzie says, I was wary of sending you the image of the ones being whom you could barely make out. I screenshotted it. Thank you. Hey, Lizzie, thank you. Cassandra is the woman that I'm seeing that is moving in the picture on the wall there above me. Her name is Cassandra. She's a space being. Um, yeah, I'm gonna utilize Chat GPT pretty soon. Thank you, Lizzie. Yeah, Cassandra. I closed my eyes, Stallion, and sat here quietly, and the word I got was Cassandra. Okay. Um, yes, yes, yes. I remember the female voice. Yep. Take care, Patricia. I don't know where she's from. I'm going to have to meditate. I'll be going off planet. When I say off planet, I'll be going to sleep. Yeah. And we'll get into this tomorrow night too about this person, the space being. And she's very much, she's wearing probably, it appears to be a robe, and she's moving her arms and everything. Oh, interesting, Lizzie. All right, folks, I think I'm going to call it a night. I want to thank you all for being here. I send my love out to everybody. We had 130,000. Also, we had 3,800 people watch the show since I came on at 11 o'clock. We've been on for 2 hours and 47 minutes. So I'm going to get out of here. Take care, everybody. Much peace, many blessings, love and light. Yeah. And I'll look at the screenshots that people send me too. Thank you. Take care, everybody. Have a beautiful, beautiful morning.